يا فتاح يا فتاح اللهم صل على محمد وبارك وسلم رب زدنا علما رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
So I was informed that we had no audio for our recording last week, so I just have to check if we are recording correctly. I think we do. Okay, first I would like to do a little recap for those who missed the last lecture and we don't have a voice here. So what we started last week is not chapter 9 but a chapter 10, which is called Af'alul Naqisa. Like does this mean that incomplete af'al? Why they are called incomplete af'al is that because they follow the structure of af'al, like they have tenses, they have madi and mudare, but and they follow the charts of the like Madi and Mudare, like Hua Hia format, all the pronouns inside pronoun chart of a Madi and Mudare, but they are incomplete. They cannot hold the meaning on its own. So that's why they are called Af'alun Naqisa or incomplete afal. Because as we have studied, the fail has a fail and a file inside, and itself this word is called is a sentence on its own. But afal and naqsa, though they are afal, but they cannot carry the whole meaning to themselves. Why? Because when you look at them, we will find out that as of their meaning, what they are implying in the sentence, they cannot hold the meaning on its own. Sometimes they are also known as kana wa ikhwatuha. I mean, kana and the sister and her sisters, because they are six in number starting with the kana. So there are six type of falanakasa that we studied, that are called kana yakunu, asbaha yusbihu, zilla yazullu, ma zala la yazalu, ma dama, and laysa. So what do we imply? Kana yakunu is to be. Like when we have to put like was, were in a sentence, or have, has been, have been, or are. So there is no word in Arabic for that, but the kana or its suitable form regard as respect to the pronoun inside it. And yakunu for mudare, it will be the will be used in place of that word. When we have to imply the meaning of to become, then we have asbaha and yusbahu. Asbaha for madi and yusbahu for mudare, and the whole chart will follow. And to remain is zalla and yazillu. To still be is mazala la yazalu, and to for as long as it is madama, and is not is Lysa. If you can see in all of the six, Lysa is in the end and is separated because Lysa is only one that is giving you a negative meaning because the is not meaning. So these are the six of Nakasa that we touched upon last week. And what do we study about them is that though they are af'al, but when you try to do the Arab to them, they are considered as a Jumla Ismiya. So whenever we have a sentence starting with six of the above that we studied, it is considered as a Jumla Ismiya, and we will not put it as fail, file, maf'ul, but we will consider it as mubtada and then what we call the khabar of kana or khabar of or this akhwatuha, khabar of laysa, khabar of mazala, lazalu, or we call the khabar of that word. So that word itself have a look like a fail, but that will be considered as a mubtada, and then the other part will be called the khabar or the mutalik bil khabar. So this is something that we studied last week, and we did some drill to understand that what is the mubtada and what is the khabar and what is the mutalik bil khabar here. So we studied about the as we have studied about it, jumla ismiya. So this was the same thing. So there was nothing new, but just something to our wrap our head around that this is it's just af'al or naqasa, name as a fail, but as structure as a ism. So, as anybody have any question before we move on with the today's lecture?
I think Auntie Habib is waiting to be accepted.
Okay, she's in. Okay, so if we have no questions, so we can move on. What we will study today is to, first thing we do is to recognize the mubtada in Arabic sentence. So we know how to identify the mubtada in Arabic sentence, but let's recap uh, from here. So I want Sister Hodma to please read from here.
Um, Recognizing the mubtada in the Arabic sentence. In the type of Jumla Ismiya we learned previously, the mubtada came in all sorts of shapes and sizes. In this type of sentence, the mubtada is always made of two components. One, a fi'l naqis, and two, an ism that belongs to that fi'l naqis. The
Stop
rules
here.
of the ism.
Please stop here. We say that when we are studying Jumla Ismiya, we studied that the mubtada can be in all shape and sizes. Mean the mubtada can be an ism, mubtada can be a fragment, mubtada can be what? Ism or fragment, mostly, not a sentence as a mubtada. In this time sentence, we're saying that a mubtada always made up of two components. What is called an fi'l naqisa and the ism that belong to the fi'l naqisa. So fi'l naqisa on its own, like kana, is mubtada, and the ism of kana is also a mubtada. So we will see how do we imply that here. Sister Hudna, please carry on.
The rules of the ism of a fi'l naqis and the rules of a af'al are exactly the same. There are two types of ism, outside and inside. A. When the ism is outside, it must be rafa when it comes after the fi'l, and the fa'il must be in the huwa hiya form. And when the ism is a pronoun, it appears inside the fi'l, which simply conjugates according to the pronoun.
Okay, so this is something that we did last time, that we studied upon identifying the outside file. So when we have a fail, we have two options. We have inside file or the outside file. If the fail is in Hua Hia format, then only we look for the outside file. And what is the condition for outside file? That it should be an ism in a rafa status after the fail in a sentence or jumla failure. So same rules apply here, and what we call it the ism of kana or ism of fail naqisa, and the same rule of outside file applies here as well. So is that clear to everyone?
Yes, Alhamdulillah. Writer's waiting to enter as well.
I don't see anyone in the queue.
Okay, I'll let her know.
Okay, let's ask her to rejoin. So the same thing though about the inside pronoun that we did the chart for the huwa nasara or huwa yansuru, we have the madi and mudare format of a kana as well. So here this is the chart of a kana, and I would like Sister Samia to please read the madi chart of kana.
All right. هو كان، هما كانا، هم كانوا، هي كانت، هما كانتا، هن كنا، أنت كنت، أنتما كنتما، أنتم كنتم، أنتِ كنتِ، أنتما كنتما، أنتن كنتن، أنا كنت، أنا كنت، نحن كنا.
Okay, so here, do you find any difference than the normal madi chart?
No, it's the same.
Is the same. So if you know kana, you know how to convert it into the whole chart of huwa, hiya, anta, anti, and ana, and you have your variant of a kana used to be used in a sentence as per the requirement. Right? So whatever we are talking about, what is the subject? If it's a single person male, a third person male, a third person female, singular, plural, duals. So we have all the chart, and we can use our kana format accordingly. Similarly, for Mudare chart, please read.
هو يكونوا هما يكونان هم يكونون يكو يكونون هي تكون هما تكونان هن يكن أنت تكون أنتما تكونان أنتم تكونون أنتِ تكونين أنتما تكونان أنتن تكن أنا أكون نحن نكون.
Very good, sister. So is there any changes in this chart other than the regular Madare chart?
No, it seems the same.
It's same, the same. So we have a kana, but this is yakunu, not yakana. The only difference is that if you remember kana yakunu, then you can form the chart. If you try to form the chart from kana, you will be like huwa yakanu, right? But huwa yakanu would be wrong. Huwa yakunu is the right word. Okay. So kana yakunu, if you remember it like this, then you will be able to do your chart correctly. So next one is for amar and nahi. So please, sister, read the amar and nahi as well.
Okay. أنت كن أنتما كونا أنتم كونوا أنتِ كوني أنتما كونا أنتن كن. Now the nahi. أنت لا تكن أنتِ لا تكوني أنتما لا تكونا. Oh, sorry, I'm doing it. Okay. أنت لا تكن أنتما لا تكونا أنتم لا تكونوا أنتِ لا تكوني أنتما لا تكونا أنتن لا تكن.
Thank you. So this was again very similar to what we have done, so nothing new. Just you have just remember two new words, and then you can do the whole chart. If you want to memorize it, it's up to you. If you know the formula to do it, then you do not have to memorize it. Now, sister, who do we have? Sister Habiba. Can you please read the Zalla Yazillu chart?
هو زل هما زل هو زل هما زلا هم زلوا هي زلت هما زلتا هن زللنا أنت زللت أنتما زللتما أنتم زللتم أنت زللت أنتما زللتما أنتن زللتن أنا زللت نحن زللنا ماضي
Yes,
مضارع
Madali sir, please.
هو يزل هما يزلان هم يزلون هي تزل هما تزلان هن يز يز يزلالن أنت تزل أنتما تزلان أنتم تزلون أنت تزلين أنتما تزلان أنتن تزلتن
Sister
أنتن
Anti Tazallina,
تز
Anti Tina, right?
أنت
Anti
أنت
Tina, Anti Tazallina.
oh sorry أنت تزلين أنتما تزلان أنتن تزللن أنا أزل نحن نزل
Thank you. So this one here as well. We have what? Same similar chart following. Nothing new for us to remember. Just remember the Zalla Yazallu. If you remember Zalla and Yazallu, then you can do the whole chart easily. Now, Sister Raisa, are you listening or are you participating today as well?
I'm participating.
Okay. Then can you please do the chart for Mazala
Okay.
and
هو
Yazalu for Madari as well, please, both.
okay. ماضي is هو ما زال هما ما زالا
It's not
هم
ma, it's ma with alif.
ما. So it's ما زال. No?
Yes, it is mazala.
ما زال.
Mhm.
هم ما زالوا. هي ما زالي. هما
What is the who
ما
hiya
زال
nasarat?
ما زالت. sorry.
So hiya mazalat.
هي ما زالت. هما ما زالتا. هن هما ما زلنا. أنت ما زلت. أنتما ما زلتما. أنتم ما زلتم. أنت ما زلت. أنتما ما زلتما. أنتن ما زلتن.
Sister, again, ma ziltumma, not mazil,
ما
ma
زلتن.
ziltumma. The meaning will
Okay.
change if you omit the alif, right?
Oh, okay. So أنت ما زلت. أنتما ما زلتما. أنتن ما زلتن. أنا ما زلت. نحن ما زلنا. And for مضارع is هو لا or
First
ما
read it with la, then read it
oh,
with ma. Okay?
okay. هو لا يزال. هو ما يزال.
Alif sound of alif. Yazalu.
يزال. هما لا يزالان. هما ما يزالان. هم لا
Sister, first do the
يزالون.
chart with la, and then again do the chart with ma. Okay? Then first
Okay,
do huwa la yazalu, huma la yazalani, hum la yazuluna. Then please do the chart with ma, huwa ma yazalu, huma ma yazalani. Like first complete the la chart and then do the ma chart, please.
okay. هم لا يزالون. And then هي لا يزال. هما لا يزالان. هن لا يزلن. أنت لا يزال. أنتما لا يزالان. أنتم لا
I
يزالون.
cannot see any ya here. What do we have in the Nasara
أو
chart? Do we have ya or
تزالون.
ta for anta?
تا.
Please correctly read it.
آه، هي لا تزال. هما لا تزالان. هن لا يزلن. أنت لا تزال. أنتما لا تزالان. أنتم لا تزالون. أنت لا تزالين. أنتما لا تزالان. أنتن لا تزلن. أنا لا أزال. نحن لا نزال.
Nazalu. Nazalun, nazalu.
نزال. نزال.
Okay, now do it with ma and try to do it without the effort that you put in last time. Try to do it naturally. Okay?
Okay. هو ما يزال. هما ما يزالان. هم ما يزالون. هي ما تزال. هما ما تزالان. هن ما يزالن. أنت ما تزال. أنتما ما تزالان. أنتم ما تزالون. أنت ما تزالين. أنتما ما تزالان. أنتن ما تزلن. أنا ما أزال. and نحن ما نزال.
Very good, sister. Thank you. Um, okay. Do we have a madama? Madama here is only in Madi. So, so I want Sister Hodma to read it first, please.
هو ما دام هما ما داما هم ما داموا هي دامت هما ما دامتا هن ما دمن
Mm-hmm.
أنت ما دمت أنتما ما دمتما أنتم ما دمتم أنت ما دمت أنتما ما دمتما أنتن ما دمتن أنا ما دمت نحن ما دمنا.
Okay. So, do you see that we do not have a Mudare chart here? We only have a Madi chart for it. On this chart, you have to remember because there are something not common with the chart. Like we have to here, we do not have ma damat, we have only damat, right? And you see that this is coming in the madi, but it will be sometimes translated as a present as well. But we do not have any modare chart for madama, so we have to use the only madi chart for madama. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
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 So this chart for madama you have to remember. So I want Sister Samia to please read it again.
هو ما دام هما ما داما هم ما داموا هي دامت هما ما دامتا هن ما دمنا أنت ما دمت أنتما ما دمتما أنتم ما دمتم أنتِ ما دمتِ أنتما ما دمتما أنتن ما دمتن أنا ما دمت نحن ما دمنا.
Okay, so if you have observed in our normal Nasara chart, if we have the word starting with the Fatha, it will be Fatha throughout the chart. But here we are seeing that we have Fatha in Hua format and two of the Hiya format. Then what we have, if the chart is converted to the Dhamma, and the last chart is with the Dumna and Dumta and Dumtuma format, right? So if you see, I can remember the chart with the Nasara format, then you can make mistake. So I would highly recommend you to remember this chart on its own, or have it ready with you somewhere that you can see it every day or when you're passing by, so that you can register these words in your head. So who will tell me how many of Afal and Naqasa have we done so far and how many are left?
Lisa
One
left.
more.
Lisa left. So you mean we have done five yet?
Yes.
So what have we done? What we did? Can you tell me what was the first one we did?
Kana,
Kana is the first one. Second one,
and then Zallu. Oh,
Zalla
sorry.
is a Lu. Yes.
Asbaha. Yeah. Another one is Asbaha.
Asbaha is left, and
Yes.
Lisa is left
And
because we done
Lisa.
Kana, we done Zalla, we done Mazala, and we do Madama. So we have two left, which is Lisa and Asbaha Yusbahu. For Asbaha Yusbahu, the time is clear. We're not doing the chart because it's exactly follow the Nasara chart and there's nothing to worry about. So if you know Asbaha Yusbahu, put it in Nasara chart like normal fail and you will get the chart. So that's why we do not have a chart here. And for the Laysa, there is a chart, and again there's only Mahdi chart for Laysa, but that was covered in the chapter before. So let me go there and bring on the Laysa chart because we skipped.
So I have a quick question about the meaning. So for madama, the meaning is as long as. Would it be as long as he, as long as them?
Yes, yes, because
Okay.
we have to use the correct pronoun, as long as he, as long as her, as long as both of them. Oh gosh, I have to go.
Okay.
Let me
To
go
be,
to the 130. I guess that would be
would
better.
be, to be
Um,
would be he was,
mhm.
right?
Yes.
He was, he is, she was, she is.
Yes.
Then to become asbaha used to be would be he became or he becomes, she
Hmm.
became, he becomes.
Yes.
Walla yadullu, to remain would be he remained, he remains, she remained, she
Yeah.
remained.
Yeah. Or they
They
remained, or I remained.
remained, I remained, we
Yeah.
remain. Then mazala would be to still be.
Mm.
La yazal. So what would that be? To
He
still
was
be.
still, or
He
he
was
is
still.
still, right?
Yeah, he was still. She is still.
Okay, where is
And
the
what would the
Laysa?
past? What would the past be? He was still.
He was still.
Okay.
Or he continued to be. Could be any
Yeah.
meaning, depend on the something which is in continuation.
Okay. And Laysa, we're doing that now, is not. Or he
Is
was
not.
not. She was not.
So is
That
not.
was
We will give you, though it is in the Madi format, but you translate it in the Mudare style. You have a Madi chart, but Mudare meaning.
okay, so she is not. He is not.
Yes, if you can see in this end, Hua Laisa is not starting with Ya here. We're starting with the lamb, which is the Madi, like a Nasara, Laisa, but it will follow the Madi chart, but you will translate it not as he was not, but you translate it as he is not. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sister Umme Habiba, please read the Laisa chart for us.
Huwa laisa, huma laisa, laisa hum laisu. Hiya laisat, huma laisata, hunna laisan, lasna.
Hunna
Anta
lasna.
lasna.
Mm.
Yes. Anta lasta, antuma lastuma, antum lastum. Anti lasti, antuma lastuma, antunna lastunna. Ana lastu, nahnu lasna.
Okay, so this is again a bit different than a regular chart. A bit, not too far away, but a bit different than the regular chart because of you have Laisa become Lasna, right? Here and Anta become Lasta, Hunna Lasna, Anta Lasta. We are skipping Ya somewhere. So if you try to put it into a Madi chart, then you will be making the wrong words, right? So you have to remember the chart as it is because it is showing a different variation and different forms. So I would like Sister Raisa to please read the chart again so that others can.
Oh, sorry, Raisa is going down to pick up his brother.
Okay, it's fine. Then Sister Hotma, can you read for us?
هو ليس هما ليس هم
Laysa, Huma Laysa
ليس
with the Alif voice.
okay. هم ليسوا هي ليست هما ليستا هن لسنا أنت لست أنتما لستما أنتم لستم أنت لستِ أنتما لستما أنتن لستن أنا لست نحن لسنا.
Very good. Here again, if you notice, like what we did for the Madama chart, here it's after Huma Laysata in the feminine one. From Hunna, you drop the ya, and then you have only lam and sin, and then the last part of the normal Madi, right? But who in the first, like in the third person masculine, and two of the third person feminine, like singular and dual, are following the word Laysa, 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 Laysu, Laysat, and Laysata with the ya in it. And after that, it is only lam and sin.
So to say the group of women are stubborn, so they change, and then everyone follows after that.
Yeah, so you know the women rules. In Arabic, women have very much power. So yes, that it is. We are here. So if you remember it this way, then you will not make a mistake. So there are two charts for you to remember now. Where I was 131. So we carry on with our 132 it was. Okay. We are far away for that. So we will do a drill now and we'll see. So we have to translate it in English to Arabic. So you have to use the right fi'l naqisa to give you the meaning of what is been said in the English. So Sister Samia, I want you to go. Well, no, this is very simple for you. I want Sister Habiba to please do the first one. She was.
Okay, she was then kunta, anta kunta, Ku-
And
uh,
and
auntie. Sorry, no, no, no. Sorry. Here cannot. So here will be cannot.
it will be kanat. Here kanat. So it will be kanat. Very good. Now, Sister Samia, now you do we became.
Okay, so this is أصبح يصبح. So أصبح, we became. نحن نسبحنا.
Nahnu,
Yeah,
nahnu,
نسبحنا.
nasbahana. Very good.
Wait,
Then
wait. Oh, is that right?
ansaru nanu, nansuru. So asbaha is
ننصر.
not the we became is what does it is like the Madi
It's,
one,
it's
right?
past. Yeah, it's ماضي. Okay, so let me try that again. Um, uh, نحن نس نحن نصرنا.
Mm,
Yeah, نحن
yeah,
نصرنا.
yes.
So this would be نحن أصبحنا.
Nahnu
أصبحنا.
asbahana. Very good. Very good. Not nasbahana, asbahana. Because we do not put noon extra here.
Yeah, we don't change it. Yeah.
Mm, very good. And Sister Hotma, they are still.
Okay, I just want to apologize about the background music.
It's fine, no problem.
It's the neighbors and it's so loud. They are still. It's is it hum la yazalu?
It's what is the pronoun here?
They.
So what do you use here?
Mm,
What is the if you have Nasara form, so Nasara is huwa. Yazalu is huwa. So what will be the home format of it?
hum. The hum format of they
Hmm.
are still is it am I in the right chart?
Yes,
Mazala
yazal.
la
I say the
yazalu.
huwa yazal, la yazalu or ma yazalu would be the if you say ma yazalu, la yazalu, it means huwa. It means he.
Yes.
He is still. Now we have to say they are still. Then what should we use? Do the chart for yazalu, la yazalu.
Huwa la yazalu.
Do not flip your pages. To try to do it with your memory. You have
Oh no, I was just playing with the book, I promise.
okay.
It's never the right. Okay. Huwa la yazalu.
Mm.
Huma la yazalu.
No, not huma la yazalu again.
Huma la. Can I look? Because I can't really remember.
Okay, please look at the chart.
Huma la
Okay, what is?
yazalu.
Let's forget the chart. Do not look at the chart. Give me the Nasara chart.
Nasara.
Yansuru chart because
Huwa
you're talking about the mudare, right? When I say Nasara chart, you use the mudare. When I'm talking about present, you have to use the mudare one, right? Even I say Nasara, you will do Yansuru, right?
okay. So huwa nasaru.
Now, what is Nasaru? Is we are doing the mudare chart.
Sorry, mudara. Huwa yansuru.
So huwa, up then do the yazalu.
The yazalu.
So huwa la
I have to look at the
yazalu,
chart.
right? Huwa
Huwa la
yansuru,
yazalu.
huwa la yazalu. Huma
Yep.
yan what?
هما ينصراني.
So huwa.
هما
So huma
and
la.
then لا ينصراني
Then for yazalu.
is هم ينصرون.
No, two for huma. What will be the huma for la yazalu?
هما لا
What you did with
هما
the yansuru, you
ينصر
converted to
ينصراني
yansurani. So what will
لا
become? Use ani
يزال
in teen, right? So then add ani after yazulu, yazalu. Then what will become?
يزالاني.
Yazalani. So huma la yazalani.
Yes.
Then hum
هم
yansuruna.
ينصرون.
Then
هما ينصراني. So
did hum
those combined.
yansuruna. Then do the hum la yazu
لا يزولون.
la yazaluna. Hum la yazaluna.
هم لا يزالون. Yes.
Hum la yazaluna. What will be the hum la yazaluna mean?
It is they are still.
So
Is past
is
tense.
that
They.
still that we are looking for?
Oh, okay.
See, you do not need to remember the chart, but you have to have your logic straight. You have spent so much time on your Mudare chart and you are so good with it, but you're not connecting it together. When they're saying they are still, you have to use the they format, the hum format, not the huwa. If you say la yazalu, it will mean he is still. Now you've been asked to say they are still, and they are will be what? The hum format will be la yazu yaza lani. Is that
Okay.
okay, sister?
Yeah. I
Oh,
said hum la yazalu, and obviously that's incorrect.
that's incorrect. Hum
Okay.
la
Okay.
yaza luna.
Yes.
Okay, that good. Now sister Raisa is not here. Sister,
I'm here.
oh, you're here back? Okay, so
Yeah.
give us the fourth one. He remained.
Okay. He remained. To remain is zalla yazallu.
Yes.
So he remained. It's madi.
Hmm?
Um, he remained. Huwa zallu.
Huwa zal.
Zallu.
Huwa zal. It's not zallu. Zalla yazallu.
Allah. Oh, sorry. Huwa zalla.
Huwa zalla. Very good. Now sister Samia, they are not. They both are not.
So that's Lisa
Mm-hmm.
for he is. Lisa is he is not.
Mm.
So this was they are not. So Lisa,
With the longer lift, yes.
Huma,
Humma laysa. Very good. That was easy. Uh, do the next one. Be you all.
be. So this is a fail amr. So be is kana. So you all would be. You all. So it would be antum.
Mm, mm.
Antum. Yeah. So antum can kuntum.
Antum
Yeah.
kuntum
So kuntum.
is antum kuntum. So it will be you all. Is that madi or mudare?
You be to be
Mm.
is madi.
Are you
No,
sure?
no. That would be was. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So mudare. Okay.
It's
So
mudare.
it would. So that would be yakunu ya ta.
Okay.
It would
What
be
is
it would be
antum?
antum.
Antum.
Yeah. What is
What will be the mudare from antum?
yakuntum?
Antum.
Yakuntum?
We do have ya in anta.
No, we don't. It's
Yeah.
takuntum.
Antum
Antum
takun.
takuntum.
It's not takuntum. You're not doing a madi chart. You're doing a mudare chart.
Oh, subhanallah.
Nasar. Anta nasar
Takuntuna.
takununa.
Nun, takununa.
Takununa. So if we have to do it amar, then what would we do?
Yes, we have to make it light.
Hmm.
So takununa takunu
Takunu, but it is Amar, so
takunu.
what we have to get rid of?
Oh yes, we have to get rid of the ta.
Mm.
Oh, okay, so takunu, so it'd be nu, and then helper alif.
No, we do not need helper alif. Why do we need helper alif?
No, then it would be just kunu.
Kunu,
So
because kaf already
kunu,
have a haraka.
yeah,
So it will be kunu.
kunu,
So B you all will be kunu.
kunu, yeah.
Is everybody okay on the process? Is everybody getting how we did it?
So so we need antum in mudare, which was takun, takuntum, takununa,
Takununa.
takununa. Then we made it light. We made it light, takunu, and then we moved the ta, kunu. Okay.
Okay, good. Now sister Raisa or sister Raisa, yes, as long as they. Sister Raisa with us? Sister Umm Habiba, are there?
Yes.
Yes, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay. So as long as they, how would you do that?
As long as they, so would be for is still,
Mm-hmm.
ma
Yes.
yazal or la yazalu.
As long
So
as they and is still is different.
as long as there's two. Oh, right.
Zala yazalu is still, right?
Yeah,
And what is for as long as?
I'm not sure.
How many did we study?
There's kana, yakano.
Ja-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We didn't study five. We studied how many? Sister Isa,
I think
don't
I
flip
wrote wrong because
pages.
I have
Listen to
5.
me. Do not flip pages. I just want you to recall it from your memory because we just did it, right? So first tell me how many of our naskasa are there.
There's kana,
Give me
yakunu.
the number. I'm asking the numbers first. How many are there? So when you have a quiz, you ask how many part of speech are there. Are you going to write all of them or are you just going to write the number?
The number.
So just give me the number. How many of our naskasa are there?
There's 6.
There are six of our naskasa, right? What is the first one?
Kana, yakunu.
Kana yakunu means to be,
To
right?
be.
It doesn't mean as long as. What is the second one?
Asbaha
Asbaha
yusbihu.
yusbahu yusbehu, which means to
To
become,
become.
right? It's not the one. Then we have zalla yazallu,
Is to remain.
to remain. Then we have madala la yazalu,
Zal
still.
is stay.
Yeah. And then what we have? We have two left. Which are the two left?
I have the Laisa.
There's a laysa, which
Yeah,
means is
is
not, so
not.
is less, so is gone. So there's only one left, which is madama,
Oh, madama.
which means as long as.
Okay.
So if we say as long as they,
Yeah.
how should we put it?
Madama, as long as they. So
What is the hidden pronoun in it?
they.
Which is hum.
Yeah, home.
So
So, home madamu.
hum madamu. So you will say madamu here. As long
Yeah,
as they will be madamu.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good. Sister Habiba,
Yes.
you all were.
You all were. Antum kuntum.
Antum kuntum. Very good. Now, Sister Hodma, I want you to do the last two of them. Be means be you.
Um, B would be kana chart.
hmm First, tell me it's a Madi, Mudare, Amar Nahi. What kind of a fail it is?
Um, does it have a? It has a. I think it's Amar.
It's Amar because it's a command,
It's a
right?
command. Yeah. So, um, anta kun.
Kun. Kun is simple answer because we do not write anta kun. We say kun.
Oh, kun. Yes.
Okay.
You all became would also be the kana chart.
How come?
But
To
oh, sorry.
become. What does to become? Uh,
Asbaha yusbihu.
yes. So to be you
Um,
all became. So is that Madi or Mudare?
you've already become that. So it's madi.
It's Madi. So give me the correct form for of with the pronoun for this one.
Asbaha yusbihu. Well, what was it? You all would be all of you.
Go
Antum
to the
or
Nasara.
antumna.
Go to Nasara first. Nasara for you all. What should be the Madi for Nasara? You all.
You all. So that is antuma, right? Antum nasartum
So
or antunna
so
nasartunna.
when you have you all, if feminine is not mentioned, we always consider the masculine, right?
Okay, yeah.
So antum nasartum. So now give me
Um,
antum for asbaha.
antum asbahtum.
Asbahatum. Right? So first of all, you just do quickly the right pronoun chart for the Medari or Made you're referring to, and then just put the word in it, and you'll get the right word for it. So you have,
Okay.
when with practice, this will be more easier for you, inshallah. So, okay, so is that clear to everyone? Any question before I move forward? Okay, good. So I have 10 more minutes and I have to quickly finish this topic as well. So please, I want Sister Samia to read Al Khabar Al Mutalik Bil Khabar for.
الخبر المتعلق بالخبر. The khabar or the متعلق بالخبر is the was. The khabar can be a single word or a fragment, as is the case with the khabar in an ordinary jumla ismiya.
So
In
there's nothing
Arabic,
new in here. So just stop after, we've completed one paragraph. So there is nothing new in here that we know that the khabar or mutalik bil khabar is the part after is am are or the our chain break in chain. And here it's after was. The khabar can be single word or a fragment. And the mutalik bil khabar we know is a fragment of a jar majroor fragment or idafa fragment. So it's normal as in jumla ismiya. Please carry on.
the only difference between the khabar of a fi'l naqis and a normal khabar is that when a sentence contains a fi'l naqisa, the khabar is mansoob. Contrast this with an ordinary jumla ismiya where the khabar is marfu'.
Okay, so when we studied the Jumla Ismiya, we say that the khabar is in Rafa format. But now we are studying here and we say that the khabar of kana and its ukhatuha or its afal naqisa is what? Mansoob. Any logic why it is mansoob?
Because it's the detail of the it's a fail.
Is a
So it's
fail
the
because
detail of the
by
fail.
default it is a fail. So that's why we do not call it a maf'ul here. We call it a khabar of kana because it's a fail naqisa. But since it's a fail, that's why the detail is in nasab form. Very good, sister. Carry on.
As for the mutalik bil khabar, the rules are the same. It is made up of either a jar wa majroor or a dharf.
Okay. Yes, please.
As is the case with an ordinary jumla ismiya, a sentence only requires one of the two to be considered complete, as is the case with the normal jumla ismiya. So it either needs a khabar or a mutalik bil khabar.
Or you can have both, or either one of them can serve the purpose.
Okay.
Okay. Now read the example, please.
Take a look at the following examples. وكان وعد ربي حقا. حقا.
حقا وكان وعد ربي حقا. Now I want Sister Hodma to please apply the afal naqisa rule on this part of an ayah here.
وكان. So that is our فعل ناقص.
Mm-hmm. So what is
وعد.
the pronoun here?
The pronoun is it's in the هو form.
Yes, so it is huwa.
So,
So we know that we are talking about a single person, masculine.
yeah.
Yeah, please.
Do we look for an outside pronoun then?
We look for the outside doer then.
Outside doer, sorry, yes. وعد is ربي. So the فاعل would be هو.
File. What is wadu? Wadu is that rafa or is nasab or
It
jar?
is it it is رفعة.
So when we
I
have
but
wadu as a
it is,
rafa, so doesn't this come for the as a outside doer?
but shouldn't it be an ism?
Is not wadu an ism?
I
Wadu
I
means
assume so
promise.
because it's okay. It had the sukoon. That's
No,
why I thought it was yeah.
wadu is okay. The word has sukoon in it because the written like the wada. It sometimes they is some ism has sukoon in there as well. Is wa'ada usually when you're writing as fatha over the ain, but sometimes it's a sukoon as well. It's wa'ada or wa'ada, right?
Okay. وعد is promise. So then that would be our fa'il.
Okay, so but you're saying wadu is file, then what is after wadu?
The two are together. وعد ربي. It's a إضافة fragment.
So the
So
whole
we put
idafa
them.
fragment will become your.
I always commit
Can
that
I
wrong.
tell one thing?
Yes, please.
Is this Jumla failure? I think this is Jumla Ismiya, no? Because of Kana.
Yes,
So Wadu isn't Mubtada?
it
Oh no,
is.
sorry. Kana is Mubtada. Okay.
Kana is mubtada and wadu is outside doer. Wadu rabbi is an outside doer. So they combine
Cover.
kana and wadu rabbi. They all will become your
Cover.
mubtada, right?
because the kana wa ismuha and the ism of kana and
Okay.
the
Okay.
all the mubtada.
Yes,
Thank
exactly. So wakana wadu rabbi is your mubtada, and what is haqqan here, please, sister?
Your خبر.
Is your khabar, khabar of kana. You will call it khabar of kana, and
Okay.
it is not rafa here, although it's a jumla ismiya, but it is nasab. Why? Because of the fail or naqisa. And it will translate as the promise of my master was true.
It's a chain of idafa because we have wa'adu rabbi and then we have rabbi and then the b the yeah.
Rabbi, yeah, Rabbani, my master, na? Yeah. So this is something that we have passed so long ago. So it's just become our, second nature. We don't even consider them to be, as identified it separately. That's very good. Now, sister Ome Habiba, please do the next one.
you. Wakana arshuhu ala alal
Ma'i.
ma'i. Okay. Then here wakana is huwa form. So uh, we'll look for the outside doer.
Mm-hmm,
So arshuhu is in rafa form.
mm-hmm.
So arshuhu is outside doer.
Now, Arshuhu, what is? Is the ism or it's a fragment or it's what is Arshuhu?
Oh, it's the fragment. Fragment. Arshuhu is idafa.
Okay, good.
So here it is outside doer and ala. Ala is harf of jar.
Mm,
Al-ma'i is jar majrur. So
mhm.
it is mutalik bil khabar.
Mutalik bil khabar here. Very good. And we'll translate it as his throne was on water. Alal ma'i on water. Very good. Sister Raisa,
Yes.
please do the Wakana Allahi Wasiyan Hakiman.
وكان الله واسعا حكيما. Okay. So وكان الله.
What's the worry? What is kana?
Kana is the to be.
Mm-hmm. So what is the hidden
So
pronoun in it?
uh, kana, it's huwa.
So what do we do when we have huwa and hiya format of a
We look for an outside doer. Here, Allahu, it's
the word
uh,
Allahu is what?
yeah, it's in Rafa form, and it matches. It's the outside doer.
Yes. So wakana Allahu combined with what is as term of jumla ismiya what it is?
Sorry.
In terms of jumla ismiya, wakana Allahu, how do we label it?
Oh, it's the mubtada.
It's a mubtada. And then what do we have after it?
We have wasi'an haqiban. So it's a fragment. It's the Mausuf Sifa
We do
fragment.
not call it masusufa when we have two names of Allah involved in it.
Oh,
So we call it wasiyan and hakiman, khabar 1 and khabar 2 for
khabar one, khabar two.
kana.
Okay.
Okay, good. Sister Samia, last one for you, please.
So kuntum, we have antum, which is the inside pronoun.
Mm-hmm,
So we don't need to look for an outside doer. So kuntum is the mubtada,
mm-hmm.
and a'da'an is the khabar of kuntum.
Adan is the khabar of kuntum. Very good. And we'll translate it as all of you because kuntum is hidden pronoun is antum kuntum. So all of you were adan enemies. So very good. So here today I am ending the lecture.